All right, we got them. So anyone just happening upon this video, I do in YouTube Shorts reaction videos to tool demonstrations, life hacks. It's kind of a satirical take on things. And one of my favorite videos to react to are people demonstrating these pliers. It ranges from the ridiculous, cutting things like rebar in half, to just cutting random tools in half. One of my biggest points of contention with those videos is, one, these are meant for cutting copper wire, so why are you cutting steel tools in half? And the other one is the fakeness of the videos. So let's get these unwrapped and yeah, see what they look like before we start destroying them. So starting off with the packaging, right off the hop here, this name brand that they made up, kind of reminiscent of Fluke. I don't think that's by mistake, but you can see the Chinese/English translation on all of it. It's actually pretty good translation, so I'll give them credit for that. But yeah, let's crack these bad boys open and see what they feel like. And I will note that they wrap these in plastic, and a bunch of the reviews, well, a couple of the reviews on Amazon where I bought these, people were getting them all rusted to hell. So I guess they decided to start wrapping them in plastic so they wouldn't rust to hell in transport. And yeah, kind of speaks to the quality of materials they're using if they rust to hell sitting on the shelf. So let's rip this bag open. So in the hand, they're pretty tight. And I didn't mention it before, but these were $22. I looked around, a few eBay sellers from China were selling these. They vary in color as far as this yellow trim goes. I've seen yellow, red, a greenish color, white, and these were just the ones that I got from Amazon. The reason I went with the ones from Amazon because they were in the States. If I got them from an eBay seller over in China, it would have taken probably at least 2 months to get here. So yeah, like I said, they're a little tight. I mean, they feel well constructed. The jaws are pretty tight. I mean, the hinge is pretty tight. So I don't know if they're $22 good, but I mean, they don't feel like a complete cheap piece of crap. All right, so before we start abusing them, let's get into using them for what they're actually designed for. We got some thin wire here, which is actually a pretty good testament as to how good cutters are if they can cut thin wire. And yeah, not bad. It's kind of more of a crush than a cut. But it's all right. It's 16. I don't know. I think these are, yeah, that's too small for these. Let's see if we can pull the insulation off. Yeah, I mean, they're capable for that. This is, what is this, 12 or 14 gauge wire stranded. Stripper wise, not bad, not great, but not bad. All right, so we got some 12-2 Romex here. I believe that's what it's called. I'm not an electrician, but I mean, these are what you would think these things are actually meant to be used on. So, a good bit of pressure to cut those. As far as stripping this stuff goes, get it into 12 hole. Not great. Not great again. See how it does on the 14. Noticing just cutting the copper that the coating, the black coating they put on this is actually already starting to wear away. 14. It's not bad on the 14. Maybe this is 14. I don't know. What is yellow? Romex. Not too bad. So, I mean, it's about what you would expect from a cheapo set of pliers. So let me get a my collection of things that we are going to use and abuse out, and yeah, let's get into that part of it. Here are all our victims. These are chosen because these are the things I've seen them cut with these pliers in their little advertisements there. I specifically went out of my way to get the cheap ones to make it fair. I got $2 store locks, different diameter shackles, dollar store screwdrivers, some cheapo hex keys, just another hex key that I actually seen them use in that video. Most of the stuff I bought at the aside from the dollar store stuff, I just went to the flea market and got a lot of this stuff. Masonry bits of different sizes. We'll work our way up through the sizes to see where they can actually do it. And then same thing with the hex keys, drill bits, steel cable, and a selection of cheapo combo wrenches. So let me get this cleaned up out of the way. We'll start off with the easiest stuff that I think the cutters should be able to handle, and then we'll work our way up to the impossible things. And maybe we'll recreate some of the bullshittery that goes on in those videos. So yeah, let's get the bench cleared here and get started. All right, we'll start off with the steel cable. That seems fairly realistic. Again, not advisable, but realistic. I do want to note the rust that is appearing in the hinge. Once again, the quality of this tool. As far as grip strength goes, I've worked with my hands my entire life, plus I've been married 15 years, so I mean, you know how that works. So I think I would represent a fairly decent grip strength. And yeah, so let's get into it. As far as safety goes, I got my safety glasses on and safety squints, which is something you should probably double up protection anytime you're doing something dirty like this. And all right, so let's see what these will do against these. All right, not bad. It cut them. Jaws still feel okay. Let's get into the hex keys. These go from 1/16 up to 1/4. I'm thinking we're going to fail around here somewheres. I'll put them in vice grips so when they do cut, they don't fuck off across my room and impale my cat. Tight there. There you go. First one. I will note again that the jaws feel pretty decent as of right now. Well, that was no problem. Number 2, which is 3/64. No problem. Ish. Number 4, 3/8. No, it's not 3/8. I can't see it. We don't need to read those sizes off. Let's just do it. Ooh. Wow. I honestly thought these would have gotten past these. Right here at the bottom. There we go. And the next victim, which I'm kind of starting to think we're not going to succeed on this one. After the trouble I had with the last one. Alright, all the way at the bottom for maximum leverage. God. Yeah, that's not going to go. Put a good groove in it, but yeah, that's not going to cut it. Alright, so that's how far we got with those. These are our survivors. Let's jump right into the locks. These seem to be a favorite among the people who make these videos. We got the thin shackle one, and we got the slightly thicker shackle one. As is the tradition, you must start off by cutting the key ring. Wasn't bad. Now we shall cut the keys. Again, keeping with tradition. Wasn't bad at all. And now we shall attempt to cut the shackle. I'm guessing I'm not going to be able to do this. Oh, holy shit. I actually got it. Wow. And the second one. Don't let me put on the safety grips. There we go. Again, I don't want to kill my cat. Oh. Well, there we go. It did it. I don't think it's going to do it for this one. You got to cut the keys. I think it's for good luck. I'll even cut it at the thinnest part. Yeah. That's what happens when you make keys out of aluminum. All right, big shackle. Bury it in the jaws here. Give it its best chance. Oh, smoky dokey. God damn it. Yeah, no. She gave her a good shot, but no, that's not going through there. Well, let's try it again. Same spot. We'll get it right in the groove. And move them up the jaw a little bit. Oh. Yeah, and that's my big fat ass leaning on these things. I can't get them to cut. So yeah, these locks are debunked. These cheap skinny ones seem to work. All right, we'll hold off on screwdrivers. Let's try these Masonry Bits. I think it'll probably be the same outcome as the hex drivers or the hex keys, but we'll see. And these are cheap ones. Masonry Bits, I'm pretty sure, not really my field of expertise, but I'm pretty sure the only hard part on a masonry bit is supposed to be the end here. The rest of this is probably just mildly hardened steel. So let's try it. And they always grab it right at the thin spot, which makes sense. Yep, did those. Next size. Grab them right in the fluke there. See if we can cut it. See see if we can cut it. Try leaning. Yeah. Yeah, now. Wow, I'm really starting to think that these cutters are a lot more bullshit than they show. I gave them credit. I figured something like this they'd be able to cut through. Or maybe even something like this. But yeah, these things are failing left and right here. As far as the demonstration goes. Should we even try this? Yeah, why not? This just looks like a nice drill bit. This is a cheapo one. I got it out of a dollar bin at the flea market. Right. Again, now these are hard, so I don't know if that's going to... They should be hard, I should say. So I don't know if that's going to work in their favor or if that's going to hold up, or that's going to be held against them. But let's see what we got. Oh, good Lord. Yeah, that's not going. Let me try. Try putting a little ash behind it. Actually lean on these fucking things. Yeah, no. All right, we're getting down to the final items here. Some cheapo dollar store screwdrivers. The old Phillips end flathead. I gotta say, I'm getting quite a forearm workout here today. Right. Safety items in place. Yeah. Yeah, that's not gonna go. Yeah, that is not gonna go. I'm sure all this grunting I'm doing into this camera is making for some great audio. All right, last but not least, we got our selection of combo wrenches. These, this one is a 15 millimeter, 17 millimeter, and a 9/16. We'll start off with the 15 millimeter, made in Taiwan. Taiwan versus China. I knew we were going to get all geopolitical. I really don't think this is going to do anything, but let's give it a try. It's biting them, but it's not. No way in hell it's going to cut them. Yeah. There you go. There's the bite mark. Let's try the 9/16. It's a True Craft, made in Japan. Oh man, we're definitely getting political here. Geopolitical, I should say. Yeah, no fucking way. As suspected. So let's clean up. I don't need to try the 17, do I? I mean, definitely not going to do it. Well, let's fucking do it anyway. So there's someone will say, you should have tried the 17. Yeah, the 17 is not going either. Okay. So let's clean up all this mess and let's see if we can recreate the movie magic that is done in these videos. And we'll come back to the bench and like I said, we'll give her another go. All right, the victims have been appropriately prepped. I didn't go through the hassle of hiding it like they do because I'm not trying to hide anything. So this is the lock I couldn't cut through before. And you ever notice when they're doing these, a lot of the times you see them fiddling before they really clamp down. That's because they're looking for that little relief cut. So we're in the relief cut and holy mackerel, we cut them. And we got the screwdriver weakened. There you go. The hex key. Again, looking for the relief cut. Stick it in the groove there, and there you go. And the pièce de résistance. I'm not even sure if I said that right, but yeah, the wrench. I don't know if I got this cut through enough, to be honest with you. We might have to give it another whack, but there we go. We're in the groove. Damn, that actually cut. So, and you can see, like you see in those videos, the swirly marks on the where I cut it, and then there's the relief right there where it actually snapped. It's out now that we officially abused them the way you're supposed to. And back to my original point, let's see if they're worth a goddamn anymore. Not that they were really worth that much to begin with, but some thin wire. It will no longer cut it in all the spots unless you find a good one. It's just rip it and tear in there. The not so thin wire that's stranded still sort of cuts that. Kinda. And we got the Romex. Again, kind of crushes it more than it cuts it. Yeah. These are pretty much hooped. Let me see if I can show you. Got the old flashlight here. Jaws are closed. And I don't know how well you can see that, but yeah, those cutters aren't really touching anymore. So yeah, that kind of brings me to my original point of why demonstrate these things cutting this type of bullshit when they're meant to cut wires. So let me clean all this crap up, put my tools away, and then we'll wrap this video up with some final thoughts. It's out wrapping these things up. Are they worth $22? No, they're garbage. They're actually worse than I thought they would be. Again, the ridiculousness of cutting steel tools apart with cutters that are supposed to work for copper wire. I always thought that was dumb. They did it anyway, and yeah, I mean, they're not even good for cutting copper. Right out of the bag, they were kind of crappy to begin with. So yeah, these are junk. I would not recommend buying them. I know someone's going to ask, well, what do you use? And I'm not an electrician. If I was an electrician, I'd probably own like Klein or Knipex or something, or Knipex or something like that. But for the type of stuff I do, I use these Milwaukee 6-in-1 cutter, stripper, plier dealies, and yeah, they serve me well. I like them. Like I said, I'm not an electrician, so these don't get the kind of mileage that an electrician would put on them, but these work for me, and they're about 20 bucks. If I could find a link on I got these at Home Depot, but if I could find an Amazon link, I'll put it in the description if you're interested. It is an affiliate link, so maybe if enough of you guys buy these pieces of shit, it'll pay for these things that are going into shitter right after I'm done with this video. So yeah, I think that was kind of fun. I enjoyed doing that. It was like I said, they did a lot worse than I thought they would. So I mean, that was a little bit of a surprise to me. And yeah, so that's the end of the video. Thanks for watching. Thanks for putting up with my bullshit. And yeah, we'll see you next time.